This video will cover this week's daily race C, which runs from January 12th until January 18th, 2026. Each race has 10 laps with 16 Group 4 cars. Fuel consumption is set at 1 times, and tire wear is set at 1 times. The available tires are racing hard, intermediate, and full wets. While any of the 33 Group 4 cars can be used, when looking at the top 100 qualifying times so far, 44 of these times were achieved using the Alfa Romeo 155 2.5 V6 Ti 1993, and 32 were achieved using the Genesis G70 GR4. 8 other cars were used for a top 100 time, but only one appeared more than 5 times, the Subaru WRX GR4. While I normally cover each turn where you were required to brake and downshift individually, in this video I will group 2 turns together because the first flows into the second. Those turns are 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, and 13 and 14. Only the hairpin at turn 10 is handled on its own. Now I'll show you a demonstration lap using the Alfa Romeo. The primary view is the bumper cam, but there are inserts with the cockpit cam showing the wheel movement and the chase cam. As you approach turn 1, you'll want to position your car so your right tires are on or just over the white line. Braking point is the 100 board. Late brakers can wait until the orange painted barrier. Downshift into third gear and trail brake into the turn. Try to maintain 65 miles per hour. When the pavement meets the grass, it's time to turn. Just before the apex, downshift to second and lift off of the throttle for rotation. Your left tire should be on the red painted curb. When you clear the curb, briefly accelerate. Once your speedometer gear indicator hits the start of the curb, brake. Try to maintain 40 miles per hour. A white line that crosses the track is a good marker to lift off the brake for rotation. When the midpoint of the grandstands hits the left edge of your screen, it's time to start accelerating. Your acceleration should take you to the red and white curb. As you approach turn 3, you'll want to position your car so your left tires are next to the white line on the left edge of the track. The braking point is the light pole, or the 50 board for late brakers. Downshift to third gear and try to maintain at least 65 miles per hour. Between the 2 light poles after the 50 board, it's time to turn. At the apex, you should have your right tires on the red curb with your left tires on the white line on the edge of the track. Just before hitting the curb, it's time to start accelerating. There is no need to slow down for this turn. Your right tire should be on the red and white curb, and your left tire should be on the grass. When you exit these turns, try to get close enough to the wall so your right tires are on the red painted track outside the red and white curb. This will help you take turn 5 flat out. Breaking point is halfway between the 100 board and the red painted hole in the fence. Late breakers can wait until that red painted hole in the fence. Downshift to second gear and try to maintain about 50 miles per hour. When the end of the red painted barrier hits the edge of your screen, start your turn. You will want to cut the corner so that your left tires are on the red painted curb and your right tires are on the white line at the edge of the track. As soon as you're on the curb, begin to accelerate. The apex of turn 7, you'll want your right tires to be on the red and white curb. When the tractor hits the edge of the screen on the right, short shift into third gear. This will help prevent understeering into the wall. This will take your car close to the wall with your left tires on either the red painted track or at least the red and white curb. As you approach turn 8, you'll want to make sure that your left tires are next to the left edge of the track. Braking point is the end of the fence at the start of the tunnel. Late breakers will wait until they reach the indentation in the wall. Downshift to second gear and try to maintain at least 60 miles per hour. When you reach the orange painted hole in the fence on the left, start turning into the turn and trail braking. Once again, you will cut this corner with your left tires on the red and white curb and your right tires on the grass. You will start accelerating just before you get to the curb. Between the apexes of turns 8 and 9, upshift to third gear. This will help prevent understeering into the wall. You will want your right tires on the red and white curb with the sausage curb between your left and right tires. You should try to end up with your right tires on the red and white curb next to the wall. There's nothing wrong with a small lift to keep from hitting the wall. Braking point is the 100 board. Downshift to second gear and try to maintain 30 miles per hour. When you reach the orange painted hole in the fence, start your turn. When the start of the grandstands on your left hit the left edge of your screen, downshift the first gear and lift off of the brakes for rotation. Keep your right tires as close to the edge of the track as you can. When you pass the pole on your left, upshift to second gear and start accelerating. Braking point is the light brown building with the blue roof on your left. The late breakers will wait till they get close to the 100 board. Downshift to third gear and try to maintain at least 70 miles per hour. When you're close to the 50 board, start your turn. You will downshift to second gear. As you approach the apex, upshift to third gear and start accelerating. Your left tire should be on the red and white curb and straddle the sausage curb. At the apex on turn 14, try to keep your right tires on the red and white curb or the white track limit line. Allow the car to get close to the wall so that your right tires are on the red and white curb. Currently, the best qualifying time is 1 minute 42.9 seconds. Using the standards in the lap time challenges, this makes the classification for a gold time to be under 1 minute 45.987 seconds, a silver time to be under 1 minute 48.045 seconds, and a bronze time to be under 1 minute 53.19 seconds. I wish you success in your races this week and hope you improve your driver rating. If you found this video to be informative and helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification icon so you'll know when the next video is released. I hope that I will see you again soon. Thanks.